Hello, hello. It is me, Masa, your local bun VTuber. Steampunk bun, playing Hatoful Boyfriend once again. Is the audio okay though? Plop. Seems fine. This is for the Ryota route, I think. Actually, you know what? Let's do okay, as you can see from the title, wait, no, I didn't say in my title. I put it on Twitter actually. Here is Twitter. Yeah, I said I'm hoping we can do a bed end, cafe end, and maybe Ryota route today. So bed end and cafe end is you gotta work at a cafe, so I should do the job I was hired for. Alright. I'm sorry, Ryota, but I really want to do this. Don't worry about it, Hyoko. I've got a couple more places to check. Perhaps some other time. I will be here if you are looking for something later on. I'll keep that in mind, sir. Have fun, Hyoko. I will. Take care, Ryota. Almost opening time. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm not about to mess up after taking the job from Ryota. I wonder who the first customer of my life will be. Y'all got a new girl? A human? What kind of accent should I do though? I don't do accents, but well, I don't know how to pronounce this. I can't pronounce this. A budgie. Just call it a budgie. Budgie steps in the door. The first customer of my life, a young man who doesn't quite suit the atmosphere of the cafe. He a gangster. I was hoping for some birdie who'd raise a few more flags. Maybe a white peacock. White peacocks are kind of rare, aren't they? But we do have a white peacock at our local zoo, I think. Welcome. Would you like a bath? Or a meal? Or maybe you would like Mr. Urushiha? Would you like お風呂にする飯にするそれとも私 I'll take Kenzaburo. Hey, wait a minute now. Wait, don't tell me he has a Kansai accent. I'll take Kenzaburo. Wait, what do they say? なんでやねん。なんでやねん。Yes, a perfect delayed reaction. Exactly. Oh, hello, Rabu. It's called Rabu. This is Rabu, Miss Hyoko, a regular customer. I'm something of an important figure here. See this card? 206 stamps. So what are you gonna do with all those stamps though? Is he a cafe addict? Maybe he'll get like free seats or maybe more free seats. Hey, what was with that when I came in? I've wanted to provoke that reaction out of someone with a Kansai accent since I was a little girl. Ah, yes. Nande ya nen? Thank you, Mr. Rabu. Thanks to you, my dream has come true and I can die happy. You can die happy, you say? Y'all lost me on the roadside there. Well, that's how it is. Hyoko, right? That seat there is my private property. Y'all remember that now. A new encounter in the little bird cage. Today is a good day. I shall make some coffee to celebrate. Please sit down, both of you. Alright. And so the three of us enjoy an early afternoon pot of coffee. Wait, aren't I supposed to be working? What do you do at this job anyways? Oh. I stayed out on the town too long and it's late. On my own, of course. Riding the stormy waves of life alone is what we humans are all about. Hey, human. It's a punk pigeon. Wow. Suddenly I'm surrounded by a bunch of unkempt pigeons. You go to St. Pigeon Nations, don't you? What's it to you? I bet a rich little girl like you gets a lot of pocket money from daddy, huh? Punchin. Rich little girl going to a fancy school. Thinks she's so great. There are 3 of them. Darn it, I can't tell them apart. I can pick Ryota out of a crowd about 80% of the time, but those I've just met all look the same. You have some business with me? If not, go away. Hey, that's not nice. Show us some cash first. Cash. They buff up their chests threateningly. Dumb punks. Taking on girls in the park is a good way to get ostracized for life. What? Did you say naughty? You little... They're angry now. My hunter-gatherer instincts can feel a fight coming. 3 pigeons on my own. Can I win this? Can you? Slam. That. Oh. The work of a moment. Somebody flits forward, and in the blink of an eye, the doves are knocked to the ground, twittering in surprise. Looming majestically over the fallen doves is... Oh! Who is it? Who is it? Azami! It's Azami. That was close, Hyoko. Are you sure you should be out this late? This Azami! Who the f... Oh, what the f... Who are you? Me? Well... I'm a passing takoyaki lady. Music is great. Her theme music is great. Takoyaki, don't screw with us. They're stubborn. Here they come. We're not gonna take this from a Finch and a human. Take this. Yeah. Not done yet, huh? I'll teach you chicks in lessons. Sparrow kick. So cool. Your sparrow kick is super cool, Azami. Yeah, she's really cool. Don't relax just yet. This is where the real fight starts. Azami fluttering magnificently under the glow of the neon lights, and me gleefully punching the daylights out of the punctions. Oh my god, Hyoko. Fighting back to back. Now that's trust. Yeah. Today's the local summer festival. I think I'll go with somebody. Invite... Oh. I can invite Sensei. Let's go with Ryota, since we are trying to go with Ryota. Thanks for inviting me, Hyoko. Come on, let's go. So many booths, how are we supposed to choose? Use your hunter-gatherer instincts, Hyoko. Let's go find something to eat. I'll pay. No, you're poor. I pay. What? No fair. I'm paying for yours. It's a deal. We pay for each other's food. Yakitori sounds good right about now. Oh shit. Yakitori, you say? So for people who don't know, Yakitori basically means barbecued chicken. Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. Hold on, give me one moment. Hold on. I will have to mute the desktop audio. Give me 1 second. Alright. I'm so sorry. Give me... Wait. That's the button. Okay. Yakitori sounds good right about now. Ryota. Excuse you? And so I spent a happy evening with Ryota. Yay! We date Ryota. But, I think this run we are getting the cafe ending. Maybe we can go again next year. I love me some yakitori. Actually, I think we can get the bed in as well. Let's see. Oh, but we've been like kind of courting Ryota this entire playthrough, so maybe not. Oops, was that a spoiler? Time sure flies when I'm in here. See you around, Kenzaburo. Oh, hey Hiyoko. Rabu, finally heading home after staying in the cafe for much of the day, gestures to me on his way out the door. This is your tip. It's the magical candy from the pocket of an old lady from Osaka. Wait, what? So young men from Osaka can do it too. Wait, what? See y'all around. Oh? Good day to you, Rabu. Alright then, I guess. I think it is time to close up. Would you care for something, Hyoko? It won't be as good after sitting overnight. Okay. Let's see here. This one. Yeah. Is there any tonjiru left? Tonjiru is pork soup, I think. It's like either miso or tonjiru. And miso is soya beans. I think it's soya beans. Soybean paste. Here you are. Tonjiru in a fancy teacup. I don't remember seeing this though. Somehow. Tonjiru from a fancy cup is the best. Yes. By the way, Mr. Urushihara? Urushihara, yes. Yes? Mr. Rabu comes here every day, right? He does, yes. I wonder what he does. Is he a night security guard or something? A chauffeur, apparently. He's generally out all night. Then when does he sleep? Likes to come here to relax before work. Hold on, my desktop audio is muted. There we go. I'm so sorry. A budgie who works at night? Yes, there are those among us parrots who prefer the night. The moon is wonderfully calming on clear nights. I see. Rabu is renowned for being a very careful and reliable driver. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? Take a sip of my own tea. And here I took him for the type to go wild behind the wheel. He looks like a punk, huh? Haven't I met another careful driver recently? Yes, you sure did. One more week till the end of August. Guess my summer job is over. I'll miss this place. Thank you for everything, Miss Hyoko. It's been a pleasure. Likewise, thank you for everything, Mr. Urushihara. I think I'll be back here sometime as a customer. You're retiring early? Retire? Miss Hyoko is a student and so must return to her studies with the turning of the leaves. Kind of elegant talk without being pompous like a certain fantail dove, you know. I haven't even finished half my summer homework. Wait, what? Emoji. This emoji. Doing the last half in 1 week? I reckon you do just fine. Gonna feel real lonely around here without you, Hyoko. At least Kenzaburo ain't going anywhere. Naturally not. Rabu sips from his cup. I think after working here for a month, I can safely say that he accounts for the majority of the cafe's business. Everybody who comes here probably thinks of it as an oasis in the city, an island of soothing parakeet in the sea of urban life. It's kind of a pity that so few people come in. Oh, welcome. Azami! Azami, you came! Can't exactly refuse an invitation from my sweet little protege? Now can I? When did I become your... How do you pronounce this? Protege? Protege? Okay then. Yay, have a seat please. Azami, is that you? Oh, this Rabu no Azami? What about Azami? Azami, oh, she knows him as well. Her expression suddenly hardens. Oh no. It feels like the cafe is going to burst. Feels like one of those scenes when the retired cop finally faces down the mob boss just before the bullets start flying. Oh no. Do you know each other? You might say that. You disappear one day and then turn up sipping tea in a place like this? Oh no, Azami angry. Left us all behind, have you? Azami, How do you think I felt these past 6 months? She looks ready to fly at him any moment. Oh? Azami? I don't know what's happened between you two, but Mr. Rabu is a nice man now. He drives cars and gives out candy. Please forgive him. Stay out of this, kid. It doesn't concern you. Oh shit. Things are going down. What happened, Mr. Rabu? I've never seen her this mad. What did you do? Since when are you calling yourself Rabu? Oh. Wow. I remember your sexy, rapturous eyes back then. He used to be a living legend, kid. The leader of the toughest bikers around. Carve it into your soul, kid! Back then, there wasn't a bird on the night roads who didn't know the name of Hosokawa Blaster. Hosokawa Blaster. Carve it into your souls. When we stand together, ain't nobody gonna hold us back. I see. I was young then. That was just 6 months ago. Every one of us Hell's birdies would have followed you to the ends of the earth. Did the group disband or something? And we all knew we would have gotten there without a single traffic violation. Since when do biker gangs obey traffic laws? Well, they do now. They do now. You don't get it, kid. Still a rookie. You can ride with the law. When you ride on the inside. Oh. You're pretty famous for your strong ideals. Riding with the soul as wild as any other gang but never breaking the law. You're my hero! But a hero doesn't run away. And you did. As soon as I confessed to you, you were gone. Oh no! It's a love scandal thing. Done with the gang tales, onto the love story. Ah, yes. Azami, I can tell I've hurt you. I'm sorry. But tension crackles in the air. Only Mr. Urushihara remains exactly as he was when it all started, slowly polishing glasses behind the counter. Ah yes, the bartender. So Mr. Rabu used to lead a biker gang and his real, fake, name is Hosokawa Blaster. This entire situation seems extremely out of place here. Wait, haven't I seen the name Blaster somewhere before? Yes, you have! Now, take a guess. Take a guess. Where have we seen it? Maybe on one of Azami's belongings? Will you listen to me, Azami? It's a little late for that. 6 months of tea and cake and you look like Mr. Fava Bean. Mr. Fava Bean. Oh my god. This fits so well. I don't like fat men. All my love for you burned up long ago. Ah. Azami subjects Mr. Fava Bean to a harrowing tirade over his new physique. Oh, he grew chubby. At this rate, Mr. Fava Bean won't be able to get a word in edgewise. How are you gonna use this now? We really is. We really are. Has she really stopped loving Mr. Fava Bean? I should bring up... What should we bring up? Azami's scooter, perhaps? Azami, I don't think you've forgotten Mr. Farabi. What's all this, Hyoko? I think you think about him all the time, even now. What are you talking about, kid? I know it. Your scooter right outside is emblazoned with his name. Beans. Hello, Beans. Burp. Should I be in the Discord? Maybe I should. If you want to join, go ahead. Okay. Exclamation point. Exclamation point. But yeah, how have you been, Beans? Had a good day today, I hope.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
We are trying to get 3 endings today.
3 endings.
Yeah. The bed end, Ryota route, and the cafe end. Like, currently we are in the cafe. Azami over here and Rabu over here. They were both once in a biker gang together, but Rabu left 6 months ago. And we are going to find out why he left. So they
This
had...
is exciting.
This is exciting, yes, it is. I saw it when we first met. Writing his name right on her vehicle like that. She loves him, I'm sure of it. It's the love story between 2 gang members and one who ran away. And Hyoko, the main character, which is us, we keep calling this guy Mr. Fava Bean because Azami used an insult. Like, you look like a Fava Bean. And I guess main character liked it.
An insult.
Yes, insult.
Bean.
Bean. Yes.
And
Hyoko. My name isn't... I saw it with my own 2 eyes. When you gave me a ride home and a lecture on traffic laws. You're pretty sharp from a human, kid. She's right. I haven't forgotten you. What a sad story. You left without even saying no, and I'm still chasing your shadow. Azami, Trying to sympathize with me? No thanks. I've had enough of that. You threw me away. Hold on, do I have you? Oh yes, I do. Okay. You threw me away.
yes, I am on your head.
The duck. And there's nothing that can change that. No, Azami, listen to me. I never threw you away. I didn't know if I could settle down with you. Oh. I was an outcast. I was a hero on the midnight roads, but would I be a good father? Huh? Think about it, any guy will panic a little when the girl he likes confesses like that. Oh, it's reciprocated? Yes, but is the hero of the Midnight Riders really supposed to be that timid? Well... Also, hydrate. Hydrate. Hey. I sat down and I thought I had to go straight. Let's get this straight. I'm not. Okay. Anyways, moving on. I couldn't have made you happy like that. You. I'm sorry I left you behind. I was planning to come back to you when I'd saved money, but that wasn't good either. Maybe this is destiny. Like Billy Ken said, our souls are being tested even now. Who's Billy Ken? Hosokawa Blaster. Your eyes look like they did back then. Azami, enough girl talk. Marry me. Whoa? Of course, whoa.
That was fast.
Whoa. Amazing. Wait, no, it's not over yet. Stop the credits. Fourth wall breaking, man. I love
No
Hatoful
way.
Boyfriend. They really continued. This is supposed to be the story of my romance, not theirs. Who did that? Who started the ending scene there? Me. It was me. Jeez. That was kind of amazing, Mr. Urushihara. Yes, a little excitement here and there is not a bad thing. Such things just make our lives richer. I wonder if my life is richer now. Well, your pockets are jingling from all the summer part-time work you've done at this cafe, so maybe a little. Just a little. No doubt it is. Well then, a few more hours until we close, Miss Hyoko. Yes, sir. Those who want to see others. Those who want to be seen. The soothing mecca for all such people. Torimi Cafe, Poko's Forest. Did you know this cafe actually does exist in real life? Ta-da! Bird-flavored ice cream. Tea next to chattering birds. Curry rice to die for. I wanna go though. Look at this. Mori at
That's awesome.
what? JR Nada. I think I'll ask my friend about it. But this game came out in like quite a while ago, so I don't know if they're still open, but since 2007. Well, right in the middle of Kobe, probably. Me bugging my friend to bring me there when I visit her in Japan.
Oh, wait, hold on. You go to Japan? That's awesome.
I mean, currently I can't because my passport is expired, so...
Oops.
yeah. But eventually I'll get a new passport, and then I think Japan opened their borders, so it's a possibility sooner or later. And it's just a little ways from Osaka. Just gotta take a train. Don't know if it's a local or express train, but the zoo. Oh, the zoo is right there. And if you still haven't had your fill of avian company, the zoo is just around the corner. The excellent, fantastic Torimi Cafe. When they mentioned curry, it was like, oh, curry! I definitely want to go now. I like curry. Birds are waiting here for you. As of September 2011. 2011, I see. Please check the website for more recent information. Wouldn't it be sad if like this website no longer exists? I shall be waiting here in my birdcage for you. Is he still alive? We got an end! There we go. Ending number 12. Carve it
go,
into your
man.
soul, kid. Love Blaster. Let's go. Do you want to say
Hello.
No way, it's
Wait,
Frederickson the second.
Hello.
Frederickson the second? Hello.
Hello.
You two say
Hello.
something. Oh, okay. Say something.
Something.
No way, he said something. Claude.
One more time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Carve into your soul, kid. Love Blaster. Love Blaster. Oh yes. I said the game isn't over yet. It now is. We got an ending. I knew I should have gotten up when I first woke up. I slept way too late. School starts today, right? I'm gonna be late. Okay, so, at this point, if we haven't romanced any bird character enough, like, at this point, then, we will get a bad end, but if we have, then we will proceed as normal. Yes.
I see.
We proceeded as normal, which means
Which means I missed an ending. Oh no, I missed the start of this. Oh no.
it's fine. It was just the what was it called? The Azami and Rabu. Yeah, Azami and Rabu. Invite Ryota, yes. Thanks for inviting me. So many booths. We went over this earlier, but let's go over this again. How are we supposed to choose? Use your hunter-gatherer instincts, Hyoko. Let's go find something to eat. I'll pay. What? No fair, I'm paying for yours. It's a deal. So yakitori sounds good right about now. Yakitori is basically barbecued chicken. So that's why Ryota is surprised. And we spend a happy evening with Ryota. Love me some yakitori. We are speedrunning this, as you can tell.
I love speedrunning.
Yeah. I knew I should have gotten up when I first woke up. Slept way too late. School starts today, right? Oh, hello, Tosaka. Sir, I'm sorry, I overslept. But I think school is supposed to start on the 1st of September. And what is the date? You'll see,
That
you'll
is
see.
a great question.
Ah, my homework. I forgot to bring my homework. Aren't you getting a little bit ahead of yourself, Tosaka? Huh? Look at that. Look at that. What's the number in the
Look at
top
that.
left-hand corner say? Oh. What does it say? Oh. Just a little bit early. Yes. Currently, we can see the date on the top left-hand corner of our vision. Well, since you're here, could you lend me a hand for a bit, Tosaka? Lend you a hand? I was about to start grading with the freshman's exams and I thought maybe you could help if you don't have something else. I have something else. Of course, you have a test in September, so if you want to go and study in the library, I want to go home. Return to my glorious abode.
Ah, yes, glorious.
Yes. Forgive me, sir,
Oh,
but
why
I
is
need...
Frederickson the second so small?
I just realized. Okay, I need to fix this. Somehow it completely slipped my mind that I was using the group Fuji. Yugi. Authorize, yes. Okay. Hold on. Oh. Bigger. And then... No. Okay, since you're tiny as fuck, maybe you will go tiny.
I go tiny.
Tiny, you're tiny.
I go tiny.
Not, we can't read the text box.
Small.
Yes. And add browser source. Browser source. Wrong one. Hold on. Beans. Technical issues.
No, technical
Technical
difficulties. How could this be?
Huge.
Massive.
Tiny now.
Large.
Large.
A large.
Okay. Now we can go.
Okay. Now we can go.
Now we can go.
Now we can go.
Forgive me, sir, but I need to go home. I must return to my people. With the spoils of war, lay my blooded sword at the feet of my great king, and celebrate my conquest of all the lands from here to distant Macedonia. What reference is this? Kazaki like, oh, have fun. Like, you winning, my son? You winning, son? Okay. Kazuaki. Good morning, everyone. I hope you had fun over the summer. Ooh. Oko-san is always having fun. I'm trying to imitate the official voice acting. Yup. Poo. What is this fun? You never have fun, Sakuya. Once summer's over, time starts slipping by faster than ever. Try to stay focused. And he is asleep. Focus, sir, focus. Dun. Hatoful Boyfriend, the most splendid and greatest academy of the pigeon, by the pigeon, and for the pigeon. Second term. It is the second term now. Huh? Is that a student ID? Whose is it? Someone from Tutu? Not a name I recognize. Oh? Should I go find their classroom? They might already have gone home though. Well, any teacher would do, right? Sir! Sir! Oh! Hello, Hyoko. Did you forget to turn in your homework? Found someone's ID card, sir. It's someone from Tutu. I thought I should take it here. Oh, thank you, Hyoko. I can take care of it. Huh? What is it? Nothing, just... You did find this today, right, Tosaka? Yes, in the corridor just outside. This student has been absent since the middle of June. How strange. Oh, we got a mystery on our hands.
No, we already have enough mysteries and Spirit... Well, I forgot. Spirit Hunter.
We're doing spooky mysteries.
Not spooky.
Spooky. Oh, this game isn't spooky.
I'm going to spook.
Spook?
Yeah.
Not really.
What did you see what you did to Frederickson the second you spooked him?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh! So then, was the cart lying there all summer? Nobody
Hey.
noticed it? It's awfully clean though. Shouldn't it at least be dusty? Interesting. Interesting. Anyway, I'll take care of it. Thank you, Tosaka. Burp. Today's an elective day. What should I do? Let's go with vitality. Gym class. Today is volleyball day. Take this, Oko's smash. Have at you. Ba-dam. Hyoko leveled up. Vitality increased by 5. 820 vitality. We are very healthy. Ah, that was a productive day. Time to go home and indulge in idleness and debauchery.
I gotta head out. I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries.
No.
I'll maybe be back later. Bye bye.
Okay.
Friends. Bye bye.
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 Yeah. Okay. Oh. My neck has... Not my neck, but my shoulder. My shoulder has been hurting the entire day. I think I slept in a weird way last night, probably. Whew. Anyways. Hey, Hyoko. Yes, Ryota? Wanna walk home together? Though if you were going somewhere else, is it a date? I would love to, of course. Let's walk home together. The sun's going down already. I guess it's fall now. The most elegant of seasons. Hey, look, a swallow. The most elegant of birds. Oh, there's its nest. They're supposed to be done rearing chicks by the start of summer. I guess all birds are changing now. I guess so. The chicks are really small. That reminds me of something from a long time ago. Me too. Thank you, Hyoko. When I was young, I found Ryota freezing on the ground after falling out of his mother's nest. Doves breed all year round. No wonder they're everywhere. That was how we met, right? When I found you flopping around in dirt and carried you back up to your nest. That's mean. Also, apparently, in this universe, the Hatoful Boyfriend universe, birds are about like human sized. About
That
so.
is terrifying.
Yeah. Apparently, like either human size or slightly smaller, not like tiny birds we know now. Yes. Depending on the breed of bird, I guess. But generally about there. Thinking about it, if I hadn't walked by then, you'd be dead. Yeah. Though, you're still not exactly the healthiest bird around. Yeah, thank you, Hyoko. If you hadn't found me then, I wouldn't be here now. I remember it as if it were yesterday. Ever since, I've always loved your kindness and monkey tree climbing genes. Gotta go. Okay, see you next time. Beans. Take care. And you're just the same as you were then. Never change, okay? Looks like it's going great. Today's the school festival. Our class decided to do a maid cafe. I'm not scheduled to work until tomorrow, so I have today off. I don't have anything to do, so I guess I'll go look around. Where to go, where to go, let's see. Hyoko, wait. Ryota, what are you wearing? What's up, Ryota? Are you free right now? We've got way more customers than we expected, and we could really use another waitress. You're right. Where are they all coming from? Leave it to me, Ryota. I give them a taste of my super maid technique. And so I never ended up looking around the festival. Only maids now. Only maids now. Ah! I handed in my recorder instead of my math homework. How do you even do that? How do you even do that? How do you... It's completely different. And nobody said anything. What do I do? Is Mr. Nanaki still in the staff room? Okay, I will take this opportunity to save. Save in this slot, yes, and give me one moment, I will be back. Alright, I am back. And so, coming back from last time, we found a student ID Wait. No. No. Student ID was earlier on before the festival, school festival. This time we forgot. Not we forgot, we accidentally handed out in our recorder instead of the math homework. And nobody said a thing, so I need to find the teacher now. Excuse me. Huh? Mr. Nanaki and Dr. Iwamine, I hadn't expected to see them together. Well, now they are. And you see nothing peculiar about these numbers? Nothing at all. There is a statistical deviation visible in the data on students from the past few years. I had hoped to get some insight from you, but it would seem I have overestimated you. Really? Sorry I couldn't help then. I will. Let's side with Shu. You should look more closely, Mr. Nanaki. Hello, Tosaka. Even the students disrespect you? Pathetic. Sir, I gave you my recorder earlier instead of my homework. So you did. Here you go. Here's the workbook. Thank you, sir. Sorry, sir. Like teacher, like pupil? Oh, how even. I window shopped too much on the way home and the sun's already down. Wee. Huh? Who's the cute girl handing out flyers? I wonder. Save in the slot. It's Ryota. What are you doing, Ryota? The festival's over. Or is that what you always wear? No, this is my job. What kind of job is that? You're misunderstanding. It's just a cross-dressing cafe. I'm not misunderstanding at all. Ah, I guess those things are popular in Japan. We need the money. Here, you take a flyer too. Oh no, I should have saved. Can I? Damn. I'll ask for you when I go there. I'll make sure to ask for you. Thank you, I'll be waiting, Hyoko. Oh, and my name at work is Kulin, so address me with that. Kulin? Okay. See you later, Kulin. I'll tip you big, little lady. Do we have money? Ryota, want to walk home together? Sorry, I need to go somewhere right now. Maybe later? Okay, is something wrong, Ryota? It's nothing, don't worry about it, Hyoko. His smile is incredibly unconvincing. But if he doesn't want me worrying about it won't do anybody good. Maybe I'll go to the arcade. Ah, that was fun. I haven't played in a while. I should practice some new songs to get back into the game. Huh? What's Ryota doing over there? Over here? Why is he coming out of the hospital? Ryota, were you... Hyoko. Hold on, I need to sneeze. Hey, Hyoko, I want to talk to you. Is now a good time? Of course, what is it? Well... What's wrong, Ryota? Sorry, I'm not sure how to say this. Take your time, I'm not going anywhere. Thanks. My mother isn't doing well. She was never very healthy. She did always used to catch colds during the winter. Yeah. even though doves are supposed to fare better in the cold than in heat. She's been getting worse since the end of September. After a certain point, I couldn't take care of her on my own. So she's in the hospital now. And that's where you've been going after school. I hope she gets better soon, Ryota. She won't. Oh, she won't. He's crying. Oh no, Ryota. Sorry for holding you up, Hyoko. You. Ryota! And so he fled into the night. Ah. We get our finals back today. Between midterms and practice exams, this whole semester has been nothing but tests. Osaka! Sir! You're getting better. Keep it up. Am I? Yes, sir. Am I really? Somebody sent me a text message. It's from Ryota. Meet me in the park at 7. What's going on? I hope it isn't something bad. December 24th. Christmas Eve. Ryota, I hope it didn't keep you waiting. Nope. Sorry for dragging you out like this, Hyoko. What is it? Is your mother okay? Yeah, she's fine now, thanks. She said, you're old enough already. Go spend the day with someone important, and wouldn't let me back into her room. Ah. Going home is too lonely. So maybe stay with me? So I thought maybe if I talk to you, I'd feel a little better. So you called me? Do you feel better? Yup. Thank you. Oh, sorry, sitting out here on Christmas Eve is kind of sad. Want to go somewhere? I would love to. I don't mind, Ryota. Anywhere's fine with you. As long as I'm with you. As long as I'm with you. And so Ryota and I spent the evening sitting together in the park. It wasn't very Christmassy, but I didn't mind. Ah, yes. Happy New Year! And it is raining. But it's raining! Yes, it is. Oh well. I'd go to the shrine, but this weather makes the wilderness dangerous. I think I'll sleep in the night good girl instead. I won't be able to send out cards in this rain either. Fiddlesticks. I guess so. Happy New Year, everyone! I hope you all had good vacations. I hibernated. Of course you did, Sensei. What a shocker. Sassy. He sleep. You're hibernating, sir. Wake up. Oh. I've said this before, but your junior year will be over before you know it. Let's enjoy this time while it lasts. There's nothing special this semester, nothing to worry about. There's nothing at all. Nothing at all. The most splendid, greatest academy of the pigeon, by the pigeon, and for the pigeon. Third term. Let's go. It's February. It's still light out, so maybe I'll go somewhere before I head home. Whee! Oh, tomorrow is Legumentine. Legumentine? I think I'll buy some beans. So, Legumentine's Day is basically like, they kind of combined, I forgot the name of that Japanese holiday where you throw beans at like people dressed up as Oni, and you combine that with Valentine's Day. So basically you buy beans and give it to some birdie you like. Yes. Ah, yes, they say it here. Today, Legumentines is a holiday where you give beans to the boy you like, but apparently it used to involve throwing them at pigeons. Disgraceful. Good evening, here for beans. Yes, is there a kind that you think is particularly good? Let's save, let's save. This year's trend is towards these bean medleys for races, but they are a little pricey. It's hard to say without knowing the bird in question, really. Save one more time. This is what I do when I get close to the save point. I mean a choice. Choice. I think you choose. That's true. And sometimes the cheap ramen tastes better than the expensive stuff. Me saving obsessively. I think I'll buy... Oh no. Which one is it? Okay, if we get it wrong, we can always come back. It's okay. Country millet. I'll take these. Thank you, miss. Here you are. Today's the day. The preparations are complete. Time to give the beans to that special somebody. Ryota, wait. Huh? Do you have a minute? Sure, what's up? Here, I got these for you. Thanks, Hyoko. Do you maybe not care for these? No, that's not it. I mean, it's a present from you. Of course I'll eat it. Don't worry about it, Ryota. You're not fooling anyone anyway. Ah, I'm sorry, Hyoko. These will make me sick. Oh no! Forgot about his weak stomach. Oh, that's right. You have to be really careful with what you eat. So what does he eat? Sorry, Ryota. You don't have to apologize. It's my digestive system that should be saying it's sorry. All I managed to do was make a fox pass. I'll have to be more careful next year. Okay, let's redo that. Let's redo that. Load. I think I'll buy... calm corn. Okay. Ryota, wait. Here, calm corn for Leguminti. I think this is the correct option. Whoa, thanks Hyoko. Are you sure? I love these. They're really good. Yes, we got it! They were easy on birds' stomachs, so I thought you might. I know sometimes it's tough, but I like being around you and helping you, Ryota. Thank you, Hyoko. That makes me really happy. You like udon, right? Let me take you out sometime. Yay, a date with Ryota. Okay. He seems happy. Yay. Alright. Let's go. Save. Tests are over and there's nothing else to do but wait for spring break. The semester really was over before I knew it. That aside, it's cold. I need to do something about the temperature in my house before I get sick. You just live in a freaking cave, Hyoko. Huh? Someone sent me a text message. In the park. Come quick. Who? Ryota? Ryota is huddled on the bench where we usually meet. Ryota, what's... He's crying? Oh shit, don't tell me. It's still cold out, Ryota. You'll catch a cold without coats on. Right. Hey, Hyoko. My mother died today. I'm so sorry, Ryota. Condolences. I can't find words. I had a feeling this conversation would come, but I don't know what to say. She was a dove, but she always got sick when it was cold. That's not right. That isn't supposed to happen. Ryota, I'm alone now, Hyoko. Come live with me. You still have me, don't you? She said the same thing at the end. Rely on Hyoko and let her rely on you. But I think that would be irresponsible of me. Oh my god, please. I love you, Hyoko. More than anyone else now. I love you too, Ryota. But how can I say this? My mother was weak, but it's not as if she had a short life or death. So, what are you trying to say, Ryota? If you were to marry me, I'd die much sooner than you. That's true. We're different species, we have different lifespans too. That's nature. But knowing that from the start, knowing that I would end up leaving you alone, it just seems too irresponsible. That doesn't matter, it doesn't mean we can't be together. I love you, Ryota, I want to be with you until the end. Oh, I know what it feels like to be left alone now. I don't want to make you feel this pain, Hyoko. Ryota! No! I think we should go our separate ways. No. No, we won't. That's what life is, Ryota. It's unfair and painful, and sometimes it seems nothing good will ever happen. But fighting on, following our urge to seek happiness anyway, that's what makes us alive. That's how our ancestors lived and died and evolved and brought us to where we are now. But we, birds, aren't meant to come this far. We've advanced more than we were ever meant to. That doesn't matter. Ryota, I love you. I want to be with you as long as I can. Even if it's just for a little while. I think you want to be with me too. Where's the problem? Hyoko. I'm not as healthy or strong as you are. I'm not smart or handsome or rich. But I'm happy. Thank you. You don't have to think about it so much, Ryota. We can worry about the future when it comes. Right? Right. I don't think I'll have calmed down for a while yet, but I'm glad I was born, if only because I got to be with you. It's like a miracle. Confession scenes, let's go. Thank you. We have to part with everyone eventually. If it comes a little early, then that's life. I don't care for how long it is. I'm happy enough just being with Ryota. But live as long as you can, Ryota. Live as long as you can, so that you can carry wonderful memories with you when you return to the sky. Did we get it? Did we get Ryota good end? Oh. Pigeon Nation Incorporated. While it lasts. Ending number 1. Wait, did we not get the good end? Let's take a look at our gallery. So this is ending number 1. Or ending number 12. Oh, I guess 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. Okay. And let's take a look at our archive. We should have some things here. A bunch of pigeonholes. We have 4 and 7 here. So let's see here. Goodwill Ambassador selection. We have an unknown date. Selection criteria for the human ambassador have been forwarded to management along with a draft of the emergency response manual. Given the risk of influenza, a human with as strong a natural immunity as possible is desirable. The presence of hereditary immunoglobulins is the most important criterion. Others are detailed in the attached documents. Is this the attached document? Control, evolve, no longer under something. Control? What is this? What is this thing? Oh, it's the same paper behind, but... Number 7. Carrier aptitude. We have examined the genetic records of the entire student body. None of them exceed 98% compatibility. We are continuing to investigate carrier aptitude levels. We will report on the possibility of inducing carrier capability in normal individual next week. Wonder what all this means. Now let's try to get bed in. Which means from here on out, we don't go for Ryota. Oh, hello Tosaka. Yes. We are just a little early. I want to study in the library. Okay, I'm sorry sir, but I'm not sure I've prepared enough for my tests. I'd like to go study if that's alright. Of course, work hard. I will. There are already a number of students working in the library and looks like mostly 3rd years. Probably all decided on their colleges and careers already. Will I be that frantic this time next year, I wonder? Nageki is here too, leaning against the bookshelf in the far corner. Nageki! Miss Tosaka, did you need something? Why are you over here? There's still plenty of seats open. You should sit down. I don't mind standing. Look like you mind. You don't like being near other birds, is that it? He nods. You'll just ignore me anyway, whether or not I go near. Nageki, are you being... Oh. Save to this slot. Are you being bullied? He falls silent. There's something wrong I'd like to help. Did we get it wrong? Good morning everyone. Had fun over the summer. We went over this already. Now, let's see if there is a bad end for Ryota. It's an ID. No. Okay. Whoa. Attend music class. I forgot my recorder. I don't think we have any spares. I do have my Hichiriki at least. Aren't those like wooden clappers? Can play that? Hyoko leveled up, charisma increased by 5. Ah, that was productive day. Wanna walk home together? I do not want to. I can't. I'm sorry. Nope. Oh, sorry to bother you then. See you. I will see you next time. Okay. Are you free now? Okay. Ah! Handed in your recorder instead of your math homework. Let's go. I will side with Kazuaki this time. That's not very nice, doctor. What do you want? Hello, Tosaka. What is it? Sir, I gave you my recorder earlier. We went over this already. Oh, which brings us to our main topic, the observational reports on the human representative at St. Pigeon Nations. As you can see, while she was meant to act as a goodwill ambassador, she fails to display sufficient intimacy with the birds. We read about this earlier, didn't we? We of the Hawk Party cannot overlook this situation. These reports only confirm what we already know of human nature. We will execute the termination sequence. At John. Coffee, anyone? I love watching the stars at night. I can feel the excitement bubbling up from light years away. Yodels, yodeling noises. Huh? I think I just heard something. Who's there? Ninjas? You don't need to know. It'll all be over in 2 seconds. Eek! Ah! Ah! Goods, caramel candy, leather, iPhone 4S. Albert, it's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. We got the bad end. Let's see our gallery. Yup, got the bad end. So, next. How do we get the... Archive. We did not get any new things. What if we load here? Okay. This is okay, title. We need to start from the beginning again. New game, let's play new game. Enter my name. Yes. Kyoko Tosaka. Correct. Yes. Okay, display human portraits. Yes. Okay, we will save here. Right, overwrite this first save slot. We skip. Let's go. So this will basically skip over the things we've read before. I think next we'll go with Sakuya. Oh, lunch already. Today's slipping by so quickly. Save. Save to this slot. That reminds me, I've had these books out from the library all summer. We've read this before though. Nageki. Okay. Yes, Nageki. Skip, skip, skip. It's Yuya. Excuse me. It's Iwamine's shoe. Say one more time. here. Doctor! Hello, you're back. Hey, I think we want to choose the class council today. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How much longer are you streaming?
Maybe half an hour? Probably.
Ooh.
We did get 2 endings already. 3, sorry. So our agenda for today is more or less done. We are skipping through the story right now. So we are going for Sakuya this time. So we're going for the student council. Save student council. That's everyone, isn't it? Skip forward. Today's an elective day. Attend charisma course. We're going for Sakuya, we go for charisma. Sang birdie melodies.
Water.
Hmm?
Take a drink of water.
Me? Okay. Thank you for the hydrate.
I drop hearts too. I'm dropping the hearts in chat.
Heart. Yes, thank you. Okay. I was pretty sure I wanted to join it, but what does the council do again? We skipped the vote and I think it's only Sakuya and me. Anyway, he called a meeting, so to the council room I go. This looks like a CEO's office. Naturally, do you think I would stand for anything less? Hi Sakuya, so you had this done? This room used to be filthy. Better suited to rabbits than to us. Excuse you, you're clean. What a prig. Have you decided which position you'll take? Get to choose? Dumb Japanese, excuse you. We will save here. Aren't you Japanese too, Sakuya? Do not mock me, I am French. No, you're not. French noble bird? That sounds delicious. Yum. Guess I have to pick a pose now. Think I'll be the save here.
Save there? No, I'm kidding.
I'll be the vice president. You wish to be my right wing? Haha! Got nerve, I like that. Oh, I think I just got bonded with. He likes that. Gosh, he looks pretty happy right now. So I became the vice president of the student council. Oh, that easy? Ah, sitting at home is so relaxing. Oh, tomorrow is the class hike. Let's fast forward. Talk to Sakuya, of course. Unacceptable! In a temper as usual. Why? Why do I have to come to a place like this? And on foot? The hike, Sakuya. You have to walk. For what purpose? Exercise? Foolishness. Exercise is for peasants. No, for fun. You're supposed to enjoy the change of scenery. Look over here. Don't we have a nice view? Sakuya looks like he still has something to say, but he reluctantly comes over to me. I think maybe he's acting angrier than he really is. Sheesh, what a kid. So basically, tsundere? Tsundere. Today is an elective day, of course. Charisma solo music class. Once again. Music history lessons, so much thinking outside the bar. I feel like I'm going to fly off the handle, but this is what most art is all about, I guess. What? Most art. I wonder what those wigs felt like. They look like they're wearing guns on their heads. You seek to mock the great masters, low-born Excuse you. Excuse you. Rude. Hyoko leveled up. 15. 15 charisma. I mean, I imagine you're all well aware, but Thoughts Festival. As such, we will go for cheerleader. Cheerleaders. Something of a crowd around our cheerleaders. See Sakuya and the brass band? A brass band? That's overdoing it. I think I saw something similar during the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. You're here! You're not cutting any corners, I see. Naturally not. Only the best from the label. Sir, preparations are complete, sir. Your orders, sir. Very well, begin. And so the band begins to play. Where did he get these people? They all look like professionals. Shouldn't cheerleaders be students? Then, you join in. Me? Me?
Me?
Me?
Me?
Me?
Me?
Okay. Seem to be in charge of the symbols. Clang. One wrong slip and I'll be the laughingstock of the playground. Yikes. Sakuya's conducting is awfully flashy. Is this a label style? I wonder. I wonder. The midterm exam. Yep. I did badly. Summer heat. Salutations. I better hurry back to class. Hello, every bird. There's a pile of overturned desks in the middle of the floor. Ryota is overturned next to them. What happened? Rock doves, underwings, and bellies are light, so they look pretty different upside down. I mean, wait, what's going on? Go-san and Sakuya. I look up to see the two of them at each other's throats in the corner. I think we might have a diplomatic incident on our hands. What happened, Ryota? Sakuya was making fun of Oko-san. No. Called him a stupid mongrel who only thinks about imaginary pudding and said he was ashamed to be in the same class. Oh shit. That's terrible. I mean, Oko-san is a nutcase and I don't know what he's saying half the time, but he really does like pudding. He does. Either way, Oko-san kind of went for the jugular and he tried to pull them apart, and Oko-san used wing attack on you.
No, wing attack.
Wing attack!
No.
You're our only hope now, Hyoko. Oko-san will not allow pudding or himself to be ridiculed. You will apologize. You tell me to take back my word, I shall not. A mongrel like you hasn't even a right to speak to me. Oko-san is not a mongrel. The battle still rages and it looks like Ryota's sacrifice was in vain. I should save. I should save. Side with Sakuya. Oko-san, settle down. This is a classroom. This is a Wendy's. This is a matter between us. Stay out of it, Hyoko. You are a credit to your simian ancestry, Tosaka. I respect your judgment. Cool. I catch Oko-san and throw him out the window. I can throw him out the window. Just because you're angry doesn't mean you can make a mess. Come back in when you're prepared to be civilized. I see. Today's a good day. I feel like I'm shining. I wonder what I should do during break. Go to the save. Go to the if I go to the store, I'll meet you, yeah? If I go to the cafeteria, I forgot who I'll meet. I think I'll eat at the cafeteria today. Excuse me, one half-dead fried rice, please. Half-dead? What do you mean by half-dead? What do you mean? You're my favorite. What? Ah, Oko-san. No, this is wrong. A fake, a vicious lie. Familiar voice indeed. This is not pudding. I know, you said, so come on, let's eat outside. We can't horse around in here. What's going on? Not that I can't tell by looking. Son saw the pudding here and went nuts. It stopped him from going on a rampage, but ow, cut it out, Oko-san. Release me at once, my rage voltage is rising. Help me, Hyoko. Leave it to me. Leave it to me, Ryota, my hunter-gatherer blood boils. Ah. Cool, no, the Beast Queen shows her through her true colors. Pull out, pull out. He ran. Oko-san rushes from the cafeteria like a rabbit from a catapult. Ah, safe at last. Thanks, Hyoko. No problem, all I did was shout at him anyway. Apparently that was enough. Now we can all eat lunch without fear of disaster. Charisma. Music class. Yes, we went through this already. Today is Tanabata. Let's see who we got. Anybody I know? From Ryota. Impossible. I can't read that. Sakuya, Lebel. What should I wish for? Become a famous artist. I wish to become a famous artist whose work is known from the world over. Oh, hello, is that you, Tosaka? Mr. Nanaki. No thank you. Okay. Music. Hello? Yes. Timpani. Musical gorilla. Yes. Did badly, yes. Ah, it's been a semester. Okay. Let's go, you're late. Let's start cleaning. First, move the shelf and the chairs. There's dust underneath. Okay, next, inside the cupboard, arrange the files by date. What about you? Aren't you going to do any work? Hold on, are you telling me to do that all by myself? Who else is there? You? You bonehead. Maybe I should stand up to him. We got a choice here.
Choose the good one.
I think this is good. Sakuya, I'm the vice president, not the chairwoman. Is that so? My job is to help you, so maybe you should be taking the lead role in help cleaning up. That's why I'm giving you orders. No, geez, that's not why. Here's a mop. Work. You what? You know how to use it, right? Let's get started. Don't tell me you've never. Of course not. Talk about living in a lap of luxury. And so Sakuya reluctantly helped me clean. Thought he might complain for a while, but he suddenly can be obedient. Now then, the sooner we finish, the sooner we can get to go home. We get to go home. Okay, so summer vacation, we do not work. We do not work. Run through the shrine and post-apocalyptic scene, perhaps. And we are here. Here is where we meet Azami. Carve it into your soul, kid. Still have a lot of homework? No, I will not. Forget it. Skip lectures to go to work. Slacking off and having fun is more the high schooler thing to do. Wee. Exactly. You go with somebody? Invite... Wow, so many. We are on Sakuya's route, so we invite Sakuya. Sakuya, over here. Got nerve to call me out during vacation. What is it? Oh right, you just moved here, so you wouldn't have known. Today is a festival, let's go together. Festival? What's that? You'll understand when you see it. Come on. What in the... Shops, food, good fun all around. People can't possibly be eating food prepared like this. It's unsanitary. It's madness. Don't worry. There haven't been any reports of food poisoning for 2 years. So there were reports 3 years ago? Yup. Guiding the panic-stricken Sakuya around the festival is a little troublesome but hilarious nonetheless. And so the night wears on. Huh? When did you buy that candy apple, Sakuya? They had an interesting color, so I thought I would buy one. I'm not going to eat it. I shall take it home and mount in a case. Wow. Ah, I knew I should have gotten up when I first woke up. School does not start today, actually. I will return to my glorious abode. Someone's ID. Charisma again. I've got your recorder. Blah blah blah. It's late already. Let's stop here for today. Start looking at some new formulas next time, so try to read ahead, okay? Okay. The lifestyle of Japan's educational system never ceases to amaze me. You don't like Mr. Naki's classes, Sakuya? What do you think? And I'm not just talking about the math. Not only is attendance at this school mandatory, but everything it covers is infantile. Bores me to yawning. Hey, at least Mr. Nanaki won't chew you out for snoozing in class, right? I don't think that's the issue here, Ryota. Look at Oko-san, he conked out as soon as we took attendance. Zzz, he's asleep. Exactly! These pathetic teaching practices destroy the students' motivation and interest. No wonder nobody takes school seriously. Well, but isn't Mr. Nanaki a big name in science? I mean, I'm not really that well informed, but I don't think it's very nice to go around piddling on him, Sakuya. Piddling. We know his capabilities as a teacher quite well, Tosaka. You mean to say that we should respect and obey him simply because he's a teacher? His fame is merely on a national level anyway. The only world-renowned professor here would be Dr. Iwamine. The doctor is that well known? Is he? Never heard about that. It is Oko-san's pudding. I am surrounded by ignoramuses and fools. He's a world... Yeah?
How long have I been spaced out?
I wasn't keeping track. I mean, if you're tired, you should go sleep. He's a world authority on pathology. His name is known the world over. That's like for illnesses, I think. Anyway, Nanaki does not even come close. I never knew the doctor was that famous. But then, why is he working as a doctor for a high school? Even if it is a prestigious one. Today is a school festival. Isn't 2-4 doing a haunted house? I'm well known for my reckless nature, so maybe I'll go and scream a little bit. I think Sakuya's free today too, isn't he? Maybe I should invite him along? Maybe? Take a save. Invite him. Sakuya! Do you need something? Free today, right? Wanna go look at 2-4's haunted house? Haunted house? A waste of time. Nothing but a foolish charade of commoners, by commoners, and for commoners. How do you know if you don't go? And besides, isn't keeping an eye on the masses part of a noble bird's job? I suppose it might have some value. Since I have no other pressing matters to which I must attend, I shall accompany you. What is this madness? A haunted mansion. What on earth is that? Will we be attacked by hostile ninjas? No! That would be a ninja mansion. But my nurse told me that any mansion is bound to have ninjas lying in wait inside. It's like a tiny theme park with a ghost theme, hence haunted. Yes, very haunted. How foolish. No doubt it has nothing but tricks to scare mere children. We shall enter. Oh, hey, wait. What trickery is this? I can't see. Why is it dark in here? Alright, you can't see in the dark, can you? Ah, I stepped on something nasty. No, stop. Unhand me. Ah. Sakuya, calm down. No, you're not supposed to kick the poor ghost. Let me go. Ah. Never seen him this worked up before. Anyway, I'm glad he enjoyed it. I think. Music class was fun today. Oh, we will automatically take music classes now. Solo tests always make me nervous, but they can be fun too. I sang well today. We have physics next, right? Huh? Sakuya is standing in the music room, staring at the instrument rack. What's wrong, Sakuya? What do you think of the arts, Miss Tosaka? The arts? Where did that come from? Surely one such as yourself has an opinion of some kind. What do you think of the arts? Well, I'm not sure it's something I could put into words just like that. I can't pronounce that. Dosto. Once said that an artist is a man who turns his ear inwards and writes down with zeal what he hears. Listen to the music of your heart. Such a common idea. He looks angst-ridden. Angsty. Angsty boy. Finally done with cleaning. Time to go home. Oh, I can hear some birdie playing the piano in the music room at the end of the hall. Who? Think I'll go look. I can see some birdies sitting at the piano through the door. I recognize him. It's Sakuya. How long have you been there? Were you spying on me? How unpleasant. No, I just came over here. It sounded beautiful. I never knew you could play. I'm amazed you can practice and still study enough to get such good grades, Sakuya. Of course, a noble must be versed in all fields, though I doubt one such as you can understand the art. Sounded wonderful. Oh, I'm distracting you. Sorry. I'll go now, so don't mind me. Tosaka. Oh? What do you love? Why this all of a sudden? Tell me. Udon, I guess. Udon? Truly? Yup, I eat it every day. Well, it's easy to prepare, I guess. I see. Thank you. Okay. Bye, Sakuya. And so I left him sitting deep in thought. What was that all about? I wonder. Yet our final spec today. Year's almost over. That makes me sad. I got a letter in a fancy envelope. Who is it from? From Sakuya Lebel. We are holding a Christmas party at the Lebel mansion on... Oh! Huh? What is that? Haven VT. Thank you for the follow. Haven.
Thank you for the follow. I'm not talking.
Oh wait, Mothman. Is that you, Mothman? I think it is. Yeah. Hello. Today I am with... Oh! A bonk? Why bonk? But I am with Mimi in the Discord VC. We are playing Hatoful Boyfriend today. Yeah, I think I remember talking about Hatoful Boyfriend with Mothman or Haven. I'm still like mixed on what I should call you. Anyways, so far we have achieved like what 3 endings. the bad ending. I think it's Ryota's normal ending, if I'm not wrong. And as well as the cafe ending, Torimi cafe ending. Currently, we're going on Sakuya's hopefully good ending. Yes. Anyways, we got a present. We got a letter from Sakuya. Sakuya Label Shirogane. Yay, I got a heartwarming invitation. My family's Buddhist, so I hadn't had anything planned. I might as well go, right? I think I'll go to the party. I will. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Whoa, it's like a palace. Ho ho ho, what do you think, Tosaka? Normally a commoner such as yourself would never set foot in here. It's amazing, Sakuya. This whole thing is far removed from my own uncultured Stone Age lifestyle. Yes, Stone Age indeed. She freaking lives in a cave and eats like udon every day. I feel a little nervous. Do you have a party like this every year? Every year? Don't be foolish, we have one every month. Creating a habitat for social discourse is a noble's duty after all. Ah, that seems a little tiresome. Are you feeling overwhelmed already? Poor foolish comet. Who? Oh my god, Oko-san? Is that you, Oko-san? Yes, yes. Hello again, Mothman. This establishment lacks pudding. Oko, you dog. Why are you here? I never invited you. How do you even know where Sakuya lives anyways? Well, everyone probably knows. It's probably the biggest building in the area. Go-san sensed the feast and came in through the window. But there is no pudding! I wouldn't give any to you even if I did have some. Confound you, you genetic throwback. Go-san's going to go berserk at this rate. I think I should stop. Yeah, stop him. No, stop him. Go-san, inside voice. Well done, Tosaka. Now throw him outside. Cool. I'm grateful to you, Tosaka. Now we can have our party in peace. No need to thank me. I would hire you as a bodyguard if ever you so desired. And it is raining once again. Save. Yeah, but it's raining. Oh well. I'd go to the shrine, but this weather makes the wilderness dangerous. I think I'll sleep in like a good girl instead. And I can't send out cards. Happy New Year, Sensei! We're skipping. Legmentines! Let's save. This is important. Tomorrow's Legmentines. I think I'll buy some beans. So the 3rd of February is this holiday where you give beans to the boy you like, but apparently it used to involve throwing them at pigeons. Disgraceful. Good evening, here for beans.
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 beans! Yes, is there a kind you think is particularly good? This year's trend is towards these bean medleys or races, but they are a little pricey. It's hard to say without knowing the bird in question, really. That's true. Sometimes a cheap ramen tastes better than the expensive stuff. The choice I will save, because I always get this wrong. I will buy. Swollen hemp, maybe. Take these, okay. Will he like it? Will the boy I like it? This is something for you. Here. Oh no! He called it cheap. Oh no. Okay. Let's load. I think I'll buy... She said pricey racing blend, right? Hold on, it's not here. It's not here. Okay, load. I think I'll buy... No, do I have to? Okay. Please wait a moment. Please wait a moment while I try to sort this out. Technical difficulties, it's not the game isn't showing up as it's supposed to.
Man.
Okay, while this is loading, give me one moment, I will be right back. Gotta take care of stuff.
Make sure to subscribe to Masa VT.
I'm back. So...
Let's fucking go.
Hello. Think... Hold on. Okay. Think I'll buy. Excuse you. God damn it. I need the racing blend. I need the freaking racing blend. Nah. Don't tell me I have to go all the way back. Oh my god. Cafeteria. Holy shit. Leave it to me. Wait, hold on. Should I go? Anyways, I'm already on this route. Music class.
I can't see it.
Hold
I'll
on.
start crying.
Okay. Haven. Hello. Hello. Should I call you Haven? Beans. Oof.
Also, I can't see this. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I see it now.
I'm sorry for the 10-minute cooldown, but I gotta. Sakuya Labelle. I'll become a famous artist. No, thank you. Okay.
I think I'm actually gonna head out. I'm sleepy.
Okay. Go rest.
No. No.
Can't tell you. Can't force you to do. Haven. Okay, I will condition
Ruth
myself.
forced me to go to sleep.
What?
What?
Today's the last day. Summer. Okay. You help too. Okay, let's do a save here. Oh my god.
Yeah, Muth, make me fall asleep right now.
What?
Do it.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because I don't want to go down without a fight. Make me.
No, I will not. I have no
Hey,
reason
Muth,
to.
make me.
I have no reason to.
Muth, make me.
Okay, then perish.
Okay, then perish.
I will go with Sakuya. We're chill in the stream, we don't fight.
I shall fight.
Eh. Oh. I will return to my glorious abode. Hydrate. Okay, I will hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Pause check. I'm sitting up straight.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go night-night. Since you asked.
Good night.
Night.
Bye. It's you and me, Mothman. I mean, Haven. We're skipping through a little. Thank you for the hit pats, Haven. Thank you. So since we are on Sakuya's route, we will build our charisma, and to build our charisma, we will attend music class. Oh no, I forgot my recorder. I don't think we have any spares. I do have my Kichiriki, at least. I think those are wooden clappers, I can't really remember. You can play that? I apparently can. My charisma improved by 5 and my intelligence... No, my wisdom is 1. I have 1 wisdom. No brain. We'll start looking at some new formulas next time, so try to read ahead, okay? Let's save. Do a save. Do this. I mean, we're trying to rush towards the secret ending, so... What do you think? And I'm not just talking about the math. Not only is attendance at this school mandatory, but everything it covers is infantile. It bores me to yawning. Hey, at least Mr. Nanaki won't chew you out for snoozing in class, right? I don't think that's the issue here, Ryota. Look at Oko-san, he conked out as soon as we took attendance. Zzz. Exactly. These pathetic teaching practices destroy the students' motivation and interest. No wonder nobody takes school seriously. But isn't Mr. Nanaki a big name in science? I mean, I'm not really that well informed, but I don't think it's very nice to go around piddling on him, Sakuya. We know his capabilities as a teacher quite well, Tosaka. Do you mean to say that we should respect and obey him simply because he's a teacher? His fame is merely on the national level anyway. The only world-renowned professor here would be Dr. Iwamine. Dr. Iwamine, that is the teacher that you said was kind of hot, right, Haven? Moving on, the doctor is that well-known? I never heard about that. We don't know. Is this Oko-san's pudding? I am surrounded by ignoramuses and fools. He's a world authority on pathology. His name is known the world over. I think pathology is on illnesses, if I am not wrong. Pathogen, you know. Anyway, Nanaki does not even come close. I never knew the doctor was that famous. But then why is he working as a doctor for a high school? Even if it is a prestigious one. Why not at a lab? Having some issues with connection. I'm sorry if I don't respond, but I'm still here. No worries, no worries. It's okay. Today's the school festival. Masa best narrator. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like. I don't have anything to do, so I guess I'll look around. Isn't 2-4 doing a haunted house? I'm well known for my reckless nature, so maybe I'll go and scream a little bit. I think Sakuya's free today too, isn't he? Maybe I should invite him along? Yes, I should. Invite him. Sakuya! Do you need something? I need you! You're free today, right? Wanna go look at 2-4's haunted house? Haunted house? A waste of time. Nothing but a foolish charade of commoners, by commoners, and for commoners. How do you know if you don't go? And besides, isn't keeping an eye on the masses part of a noble bird's job? I suppose it might have some value. Since I have no other pressing matters to which I must attend, I shall accompany you. Be honored, Sakuya VC. What is this madness? A haunted mansion. What do you got there? A knife. No. What on earth is that? Will we be attacked by hostile ninjas? No, that would be a ninja mansion. But my nurse told me that any mansion is bound to have ninjas lying in wait inside. It's like a tiny theme park with a ghost theme, hence haunted. How foolish, no doubt it has nothing but tricks to scare mere children. We shall enter. Oh, hey, wait! What trickery is this? I can't see! Why is it dark in here? Oh, right, you can't see in the dark, can you? Ah, I stepped on something nasty. No, stop! Unhand me! Ah! Eesh. Sakuya, come down! No, you're not supposed to kick the poor ghosts! Let me go! Music cuts in, these always scare me. Well, you have nothing to be afraid of. Yet. Dun dun dun! I've never seen him this worked up before. Anyway, I'm glad he enjoyed it. I think. What do you mean yet? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? Music class was fun today. Yay! Music fun! Solo tests always make me nervous, but they can be fun too. I sang well today. Yeah? We have physics next, right? Huh? Sakuya is standing in the music room, staring at the instrument rack. What's wrong, Sakuya? What do you think of the arts, Miss Tosaka? The arts? Where did that come from? Surely one such as yourself has an opinion of some kind. What do you think of the arts? Well, I'm not really sure it's something I could put into words just like that. I cannot pronounce this name. I do not know how to pronounce this name. This person once said that an artist is a man who turns his ear inwards and writes down with zeal what he hears. Such a common idea. He looks angst-ridden. Angst. Full of teenage angst. I wonder if something happened? I wonder. Finally done with cleaning. Time to go home. Can hear somebody playing the piano in the music room at the end of the hall. I think I'll go look. I can see somebody sitting at the piano through the door. I recognize him. It's Sakuya? How long have you been there? Were you spying on me? How unpleasant. No, I just came over here. It sounded beautiful. I never knew you could play. I'm amazed you can practice and still study enough to get such good grades, Sakuya. Of course. A noble must be versed in all fields, though I doubt one such as you can understand the art. It sounded wonderful. Oh, I'm distracting you. Sorry, I'll go now, so don't mind me. Tosaka. Huh? What do you love? Why this all of a sudden? Tell me. Udon, I guess. Udon? Truly? Yup, I eat it every day. I see. Thank you. Okay. Bye, Sakuya. And so I left him sitting deep in thought. What was that all about? Got our final spec today. Getting better, even though our wisdom is 1. Winter break. And we got a letter in a fancy envelope. Christmas party at the Labelle mentioned. I will go to the party, of course, since I'm going for Sakuya. It's like a palace. Yeah. What do you think, Tosaka? Normally a commoner such as yourself would never set foot in here. It's amazing, Sakuya. This whole thing is far removed from my own uncultured Stone Age lifestyle. I feel a little nervous. Do you have a party like this every year? Every year? Don't be foolish, we have one every month. Creating a habitat for social discourse is a noble's duty after all. That seems a little tiresome. Are you feeling overwhelmed already? For a foolish comment? Oh! Poko-san! He came through the window. This establishment lacks pudding. Oh, you dog, why are you here? I never invited you. Poko-san sensed the feast and came in through the window, but there is no pudding. I wouldn't give any to you even if I did have some. Confound you, you genetic throwback. Poko-san's going to go berserk at this rate. I think I should stop him. Poko-san, inside boys. Well done, Tosaka. Now throw him outside. I will, using my gorilla strength. I will throw him outside. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. I am grateful to you, Tosaka. Now we can have our party in peace, with the two of us. No need to thank me. I would hire you as a bodyguard if ever you so desired. Happy New Year! Save. Take a save. But it's raining. Oh well. Happy New Year. Okay, it's Legumentines. We shall save here. This is where we got stuck because I couldn't choose the racer blend. Oh, tomorrow some Legumentines. I think I'll buy some beans. Yes, we saw this already. Here for beans. Bean medleys. I'll buy racing blend. I'll take these. Sakuya, I have something for you. Here, what are these? It's a pricey blend of beans. I know you like expensive things. That is not what I meant. Why are you giving me beans? Legumentines. And what is that? What planet are you from anyway? The holiday where girls are supposed to give beans to the boys they like. What? Don't look so disturbed. Jeez, I gave you those. Will you accept them, Sakuya? These beans seem somewhat cheap for their illustrious recipient, but since you ask it, I will not refuse them. Really? Yay! What do you mean by like? I'm asking what you meant by the boys they like. Oh? Exactly what I said. No matter what I'm doing or where I am, your beautiful plumage always comes to mind, Sakuya. Anyway, here. I hope we can continue to get along. Indeed. Glances at the beans and then at me, and then wordlessly leaves. I'm glad he liked them. He did like them, right? I'm sure he did. It's cold. It feels even colder than it was around New Year's. Maybe the wind's stronger. I'm starting to think I should build a wall or maybe dig myself a new bedroom. Caveman style. With this kind of weather, some birds are even collapsing in the street. Oh, hey, wait. Isn't that one Sakuya? We found Sakuya. Don't ask for the details. Just carry me to your miserable abode. I beg of you. Oh. Wandering around and collapsing in the street at this time of night doesn't seem like customary practice for an aristocrat. What's happened, Sakuya? Don't tell me your family has fallen from high society. What happened? I shall not say. What were you doing wandering around in the wilderness then? I was not wandering. I was on my way here. Be honored. Oh, so this isn't a coincidence after all. Did you want something from me then? No, don't flatter yourself. Should we call your family or something? No. He looks really angry. What? Listen, don't you dare call my house. Did he run away from home, perhaps? Sakuya, did you run away from home? Oh, that sounds bad. No, I simply left of my own volition. Volition? Isn't that the same thing? Yup. What happened, Sakuya? Tosaka, do you remember when we talked in the music room at school? Last fall. Yes. What about it? You remember what I asked you then? You asked me what I loved. You asked me what I loved. That's right. And you gave a simple, honest answer right away. And that made me jealous. Oh, did I mishear? That's the last thing I'd have expected from him, of all people. I don't understand, Sakuya. Why? I'm one of the few, of the pure bloodline. I'm ranked higher than any of my siblings. I have been slated to become the next family head since birth. There is no reason I shouldn't be. But you don't want to take your father's place? How do you know that? It's obvious, written all over your face. I love music, but my father does not approve. When I was young, I owned a number of instruments, but he had them all thrown away. Oh no! Art is not our realm. The joy of creation is the domain of peasants. Our role is to be patrons and promoters of the artists we admire, not to be artists ourselves. A noble who sows his own wheat is a fool. Damn. That's not true. I think anyone who can play music should be encouraged, no matter who their parents are. That is because you think with a peasant's values. My world is different from yours. I'm not talking about what peasants think. I'm talking about what I think. What about you, Sakuya? What do you think? What do I think? You speak in riddles. I carry the name of Lebel. To play at applying my own standards and ideals to the world would be a disgrace. But didn't you just say you left the mansion of your own accord? Isn't that applying your own idea to the world? You've contradicted yourself. What do you want to do in life, Sakuya? I must succeed my father as the next family head. No, geez, that's not what I meant. What if you could forget about the Lebel family and do anything in the world? What do you do? What would you do then? Forget about the Lebel family? What mockery is this? Speaking hypothetically, dummy. If I could do anything in the world, I would continue studying music. I would like to see how far I could go as a musician. He sounds uncharacteristically modest. I was half expecting him to give some rambling speech about how he would unite the world and become king or something. You love music, don't you? If I could hear you play the piano again, I would be very happy, Sakuya. I think you've answered your own question. Answered my own question? Don't be ridiculous. This is a mere fantasy. It has no connection to reality. Have you told your father that you want to continue studying music? Don't be ridiculous. How could I lower myself so? So you haven't even asked him about it? Well, his father did throw away all his instruments, so... You wouldn't be lowering yourself, Sakuya. Are you ashamed to love music? You should ask him. It's worth a try, right? Perhaps you are right. Suppose I never would have thought of that if I hadn't talked to you. You were confused about what you wanted, Sakuya. I just gave you a little push. Osaka. Yes? I'm going to speak with him when I return. If he refuses, would you carry my fallen body to safety one more time? Are you planning to run away for real next time? If it comes to that. Oh. I will follow you anywhere you need to go, Sakuya. You will always have a safe place here, okay? I shall return to you. Thank you, Osaka. Call me by my name. And so he set out across the wilderness once more. I don't know if his father will accept him or if he really will run away. But I know he will come back to me. And I pray that our future will be a happy one. It's the end? Is it the end? Oh! Did we get the good end? Wake up! It's morning, Sakuya. Silence! The hall of your fathers has many lumps and sharp rocks, Tosaka. Jeez, what are you complaining about? I even got you some straw. Which is to say, I did the best I could for a freeloader. Here, I made breakfast. Your first concert is today, so you need to get ready. He didn't complain about the food. That's an improvement. Oh, we are living together. By the way, what is it? Have you contacted Yuya? You must be joking. I thought so. I have his address. Should I tell him about you? You need not worry him. I have no intention of asking favors of him. I didn't mean... Anyway, let it be. Things are fine as they are. Guess he's still a little chilly about Yuya. Maybe it's still too early. Let us go, Tosaka. Okay. What this? To Hiyoko. Salutations, I trust you are well. A little bird told me you've been taking care of Sakuya. He's a pain, but I know you'll be able to handle him just fine. Oh, is it Yuya? Yuya is Sakuya's half-brother, by the way. And Sakuya doesn't really like him because, well, Sakuya is of so-called pure bloodline, while Yuya is not. I have something to tell him. Something very important. What is it? Something I've been meaning to tell him his entire life. And why are you telling me? Since you're... Well, I'm still a little unsure myself. If he ever says he wants to see me, I'll think it over. When that time comes, let me know, okay? I'll keep in touch. Adieu, Sakazaki Yuya. And there we go. One ending for Sakuya down. I'm guessing, I think that was the good ending. Most likely. So, after this, I think we'll go raid somebody. Because it is like 11:30 right now. I am tired and we have come to the end of Sakuya's story. HD version. Yes, yes. Song of the Foolish Bird. So, let's look at our gallery. We have the bad end. We have this one. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. That's the bad end. While it lasts, this is Ryota's end. Actually, I'm not sure if it's actually the good end or the bad end. Or like normal end. And then we have this. Carve into your soul, kid. Love Blaster. That's the cafe end. Where we work at a cafe and we witness this love story between these two birds. And we continue on. Yeah, we did 1, 2, 3, 4 endings today. I think that's a good thing. And also, a very special Easter egg you see in this archive. We got this too after Love Blaster and Bad End, Love Blaster End and Ryota's End. Just for you, Haven, and anyone else who missed it, here it is. Goodwill Ambassador Selection. Selection criteria for the human ambassador have been forwarded to management, along with a draft of the emergency response manual. Given the risk of influenza, a human with as strong a natural immunity as possible is desirable. The presence of hereditary immunoglobulins is the most important criterion. Others are detailed in the attached documents. We have this very strange looking contraption from what we can see here. Can't really see it though. We have this carrier aptitude. We have examined the genetic records of the entire student body. None of them exceed 98% compatibility. We are continuing to investigate carrier aptitude levels. We will report on the possibility of inducing carrier capability in normal individual next week. And now after the Sakuya ending, we got number 11. The intelligence agent. We have chosen to let the Dove Party agent who has infiltrated the school operate freely for the time being. A number of incoming students have proven to be quite fascinating. If possible, please examine the details in the attached documents. I do not think they will oppose me. So, we see something more sinister lurking behind the funny little bird dating game. And that's Hatoful Boyfriend. Let's go to our just chatting screen. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So let's take a look at who is online. Hold on. I think we will raid this person. One moment. Yeah. Okay, let me set up the raid. I would appreciate if everyone here would join me to raid this one VTuber. His name is Hezekiah, but I just call him Hezzy. Wait, let me see how to spell this. Oh god. Okay. So today is the end of the stream. Oh. My next stream will be on Thursday. Thursday, yes. It will be, what's that called? Spirit Hunter NG. We will continue the spooky game. Chapter 2, since we have completed Chapter 1. I hope you have enjoyed Hatoful Boyfriend. You'll be there? Thank you, thank you. I'm glad. It will be at 9 PM EDT/EST. I might be slightly late though, because I'm still trying to set up my schedule and everything. I will post an update on Twitter, so you take a look there as well. Yeah. Today we accomplished quite a bit today. I said today twice, but well, I think it's good progress. So for now, we'll head over to Hezzy's stream. I will see you all next time. Bye bye.